Hi, I'm Simon, the artist behind Koala Chess Art. I just thought I'd go through some of the paintings I've done with you on video because it tends to be a bit easier to see what the image actually looks like rather than just a sort of flat 2D one. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact. This one is a watercolour and it's on 15 by 11 inches. You can easily get a frame for that of around sort of 16 by 14 inch with a mount inside of 14 by 11 inches. So you can either take it to a framer or get one yourself. The reason for not framing them myself is that it really increases the postage. There's a chance they might break in transit, and also you might not like the frame that I've picked, and I don't want that to detract from the actual painting. So this one is of Sycamore Gap on Hadrian's Wall. It's kind of a roughly around sunset, so you can see here the kind of sunsetty colours there. Got a bit of orange in there in the sky, and it's a couple of three people here that have sat down after walking a long way and just having a break, and a few more people meandering up the path here. So for this particular one, I would start off with the sky and go with some blues, adding in some sort of oranges here to kind of give you the kind of slight sunset look here, and then go back in with a damp brush and lift out some of the clouds, and then I would put in some of the cloud shadows, so some of the purple here, and that starts to really highlight the clouds. And then on this one, I would have added in the rest of the sort of foreground here and let that dry. And then once it's dried, I would then, with a brush and a kind of flicking up kind of way, just start to flick upwards, and then you start to get some of the grasses and the textures on that particular one. And then finally I would probably pop in the tree, so starting with the light colours here, with the light source being over to the left, and then increasing the shadows. And then this one here was, I would use a sponge and sponge in some light colours, let that dry, then slightly darker, so you can see here. We started with the really light colours there, then we've worked down, then we've ended up with the really dark, so this will be dark green, and then eventually at the bottom here, actually this will be a really dark blue. And that slowly, you can see, gives you the shadow effect. It's quite easy with this one to get a bit happy and end up with a bit of a lollipop tree. So I tend to use, again, very much sort of less is more, and then you get some of the light coming through. And then afterwards on this particular one, I would have drawn in a few additional branches just to give it a bit more sort of depth to it. And then finally, I tend to add in the people. So in this one, you've got the three people here, and they're pointing and staring towards a little rabbit that's on the hill there. And then these particular people are just walking up the slope. Whoops, just pan the camera. Oh, well, thanks for watching. I think that went okay, apart from the banging of the camera at the end. Thank you. Bye.